Alright. Once again, I've made a video to say things. To attempt to persuade you to think differently. In other words, I'm just gonna fucking manipulate you and see what the fuck sticks. Ooh, nice. One of those labs is finished. Give me a moment, I'll get into it. Fucking cash and coins. Which one do I want to fucking go after? Yeah, there you go. There. This going. Waking up this morning, I had several ideas. I could point out why humanity is never, ever going to colonize other planets. I could point out not all of them, I could just point out several small, nitpicky little reasons that they're actually quite fucking massive problems. Quite essentially, it's easy. Okay, skip that. It's a nice difference between the reality of the situation, or the truth, which is what I want you to think in terms of, alongside it's a nice idea, or it's just an idea, or it's just some other thing that isn't the truth. So the idea is colonizing other planets for humanity. The truth of this situation is that that's just not gonna fucking happen. And it's quite simply a myriad of reasons. So there's this thing where humanity can clearly see all of its problems and how to get past them. All the steps, all the details, clearly. All the way down to explaining it as far as the fucking plank length, if you want. That's how far humanity can see all of its problems and how to get around them, how to fix it, and how to fucking create the solutions. The thing about it is, it's never gonna fucking happen. Because the human species is inhibited from actually making any fucking progress, ever. And it was genetically programmed into humanity. You can see all the problems, you can see how to fix them, you just can't fucking get there. Think about it. Look at TV shows and movies where, what was that? The Martian was the most recent one I can think of from memory. Dude got stranded on Mars, had to fucking start a potato farm, amongst other things, to get his problems fixed. So it's a brilliant thought experiment, solving all the variables in the theorem for the problem, to break it down to an equation, to simplify it, to go from point A to B to C, to get to where the fuck you want to go. It's just not gonna fucking happen. Now, here's some supporting evidence as to why this shit just isn't gonna happen. Why humanity is just not gonna colonize other planets. Yeah, I could say a bunch of different things that don't seem to make sense, but bear with me here. A while back, there was a dude who made a type civilization chart. Humanity doesn't even rank as fucking type 0. Type 0 being, you've gotten past all your petty fucking bullshit and you're starting to actually be a civilization, which is just a larger version of an olive null, larger version of inverted olive null, of family, of society. Family, society, civilization. Yeah, I skipped a few extra steps there, such as neighborhoods and communities, but just bear fucking with me here. Humanity, you don't have fucking civilization. You just don't. You don't even have, goddamn, what's that thing I said before when I was going on about why government is bad? Oh yeah. You have government. You don't have society. They're two contrasting forms of energy. Society is where you work together, which you don't fucking have. I can point to billions of fucking examples of that throughout history. Well, let's take something that no one wants to talk about because you're all a bunch of pansy little bitches. Fucking Gaza Strip, where the Israeli army is committing genocide and all these other war crimes backed by the United States. That's not society. That's government. That's murder. That's fucking war crimes, as you like to call them. If you don't like me talking about it, well, fuck you. I don't care. I'm not gonna censor and edit myself just because it offends your feelings. It's not what society's about. That's what being a narcissistic little selfish bitch is being about. Getting your feelings all butthurt and shit. Think about it. You don't have society. You don't even have neighbors in the same country acting like fucking neighbors. World War I, World War II, Watergate, fucking Gaza Strip, Vietnam, Korea. I mean, come on, think about it. Look at how shitty your fucking world is, humanity. Look at how much you just can't fucking get along with each other for 5 fucking seconds. You don't have a society. You don't have a civilization. You're nowhere fucking close. Now on that society and civilization scale, humanity's not even fucking type 0. You're more like negative fucking 3. Because you got countries paying other countries to start wars with other countries, literally with their fucking neighbors. You've got proxy wars. You've got social justice faggotry wars. You got all this bullshit. War on terror, war on drugs, war on whatever. Just all this bullshit. You're not united. You never fucking will be. Interestingly, it's a nice thought experiment to lay out the negative side of that civilization chart to show everyone a few extra steps along the way. Yeah, here's the problems as they really are. Here's the truth of the situation. How you're at -3 on this type civilization chart. You're not even close to type 0. You know, where you're beginning to work together as a society instead of a group of governments trying to fuck each other over for a goddamn percentage. Now, why am I making all these videos about manipulating you? Well, it's quite simple. I can point out all this stuff, and it's the truth. And I want you to start thinking in terms of truth versus ideas I have in my head. Because if you don't, all these videos about manipulating you are nothing more than psychological torture. And that's the truth of it. Because I'm sitting here verbally pointing out all these things that you'll never fucking reach. That'll never fucking happen. And the only thing it'll do is just drive you butt fucking angry. Absolutely fucking spare, mental, bananas, bonkers, insane. And not in the fun way like me. I'm talking about mentally deranged, staring at a wall, drooling, while imagining that that wall is a burger to be eaten, when it's actually made of bricks. Insane. Mental. Totally fucking bonkers, off the wall, whatever you want to call it. Math, mental abuse to humans. I mean, take your pick. Oh, yeah, there's another bit of supporting information as to why humanity is just fucked. You idiots still have flat earthers. I mean, come on. Seriously? Fuckers can't even build a goddamn rocket to get up there and check and see if their theory is correct. Yeah, they tout it like it's undeniable truth when it's just an idea they hold in their fucking heads. It's not truth. Kind of like that bullshit lie that America's a great country. In America, you're not the only one who thinks that way. Every motherfucker thinks their country's the greatest or the best. They're all delusional fucking idiots. That's just another piece of supporting evidence as to the truth of the situation, that humanity isn't going anywhere off this fucking planet. You fuckers can't distinguish between an idea that you have in your heads and a truth that exists. You fuckers can't work together. You fuckers will stab each other in the back so fucking hard, so fucking efficiently and diligently that nobody knows anything of what's going on. You'll get one country to pay another country to start a war with a completely different fifth country. That's how fucked humanity is. There, I've ground it into your mind long enough. Now just let it the fuck go. Let the ideas settle in your mind. Let everything that's been said just be what's been said instead of feeling any particular way about it. Just accept it as things that have been said that are true. Don't be all pissy and angry about it. Don't think that you have to do something about it, because you really don't have to do any damn thing about it. Sure, it's a nice idea, but you really don't have to do a damn thing. You don't even have to accept the way I want you to think in terms of truth versus ideas in my own head. And I don't mean my own head as in me thinking for you. I mean thinking in terms of you looking at yourself saying, my own head. Ideas floating around. Whether they're my ideas, or your ideas, or someone else's ideas. They're just forms of contrasting energy to the truth. Some contrast more than others. Yeah, I've said quite enough for now. Yeah. Another idea I wanted to point out. The language barrier. That's just more supporting evidence as to why humanity is never leaving this planet. Language barrier. Further supporting evidence under that subcategory is the English American language. Here's a nice little experiment. You grab yourself a copy of the Merriam-Webster's International Dictionary. Grab yourself a backordered print from before they put the word muggle into the damn thing from Harry Potter, and look up the word insane and look up the synonyms for it. Then make yourself a little chart, go from one synonym to the next until you arrive right back where you started. Tell me what's really insane. That you just went into a linguistic circle Or that there's so many goddamn synonyms in this fucking language that it breeds misconceptions. No, seriously. Don't look it up on Google or some shit. Get an actual physical dictionary and read it. And write it out yourself. There's a reason I want you to do this thought experiment that way. Doing the work for yourself will get your brain working, as opposed to someone give me the fucking answer. Get used to finding the answer for yourself, chasing it down, and taking it. That's what I did when I got bored one day. I just started looking up definitional words, went through the synonyms, and went through a spiral of insanity. Oh, I'm not opposed to the idea of someone actually doing this and recording themselves doing it and then showing everyone else. Because it has a similar effect to actually looking it up yourself. That way you can follow along with someone else. It's a much more dulled effect, but it's still similar. And on that note, let's say adieu until next time.